Do you see this 2020 Tesla Model X? Did you know that I bought this in my business's name and it was probably one of the smartest decisions that I ever made because I make so much money off this car? I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and how you can do it too. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
I'm going to share with you a detailed step-by-step process on how to buy a car in your business's name and why you should be buying a Tesla in your business's name specifically. I'm going to share with you my biggest secret on how to get it done and finance the car at a very low interest rate and at a very low payment. And I'm going to share with you the biggest mistake that people make when buying a Tesla, period. So first, let me tell you why I love the Tesla Model X. So this is a 2020 Tesla Model X. And at the time of making this vehicle is my new vehicle that I've only had about 3 months, and I've already started making a ton of money. In fact, I've made more money on this vehicle than I've made on some of my real estate, and I'll get to that in a second. But this is actually my second Tesla Model X because I upgraded, and this is the one that I absolutely love. So let me tell you some great features and why it's a great car. So this is like a crossover SUV. Now, some people feels like it looks like a minivan and the design is really weird, but I absolutely love how this vehicle looks. It's 100% electric, so I just plug the car in. I can go supercharging, or I can pull it into my garage and plug it and charge it there, so no gas whatsoever. Not that I feel like I'm helping the environment so much and all of that other crazy stuff, but it is awesome to know that I don't have to stop ever to get gas, and it is really easy to charge the vehicle. Additionally, this car is so quiet. When I am inside this car, there's no engine noise, there's no noise of it revving. Yeah, I know some of you know I have another car, that makes a lot of noise, the Porsche and all that other stuff, but this car is completely different. It rides really smooth, it's really quiet, and I love, love, love how quiet and sleek it is when I'm inside. Another great feature, these Falcon doors. So many people just love seeing these Falcon doors. I think it's so cool. The car opens up. I just think it's a cool feature. It's easy to get in and out of. I have no issues with it. Some people have said it's difficult with kids, but with the configuration of the seats that I have, the 6-seater, it's very comfortable, very easy to get into these middle seats and to even get into the back seats. Now, please note, that was an extra. I had to pay extra for the 6-seater. The Model X comes with several seating configurations. You can get it with 5 seats, 6 seats, or 7 seats. And ironically, the 6-seater is the most expensive. I think so because it is the most convenient and it's really easy to get into this middle section and then get into the back section with the 3rd row seat. So I just absolutely love that about it. Another awesome thing, because the car has no engine, it's not gasoline, it's all electric, you get 2 trunks. You get that trunk in the back, and then you get a front trunk space. Usually where the engine is, you just get another compartment. It's absolutely amazing to put my groceries in here or any other item. So I just absolutely love this feature of the car. Another thing, and this is just amazing, is of course these large wheels. It is one of the safest cars made. I've watched other videos, not necessarily my video, showing some crash tests where this car just will not flip over because of the design, because of how they spread the wheels apart. And it also has just this great sleek look, and they've done so much with it. Another last thing before we move on is the sleek windshield that goes all the way to the top. There is no sunroof available. Yeah, this is like $100,000 car and some people want a sunroof, but I think that is super cool. This whole panoramic view, when you're inside the car, you can just look right up and always see the sun, the stars, the moon, whatever. I just think that is so cool, and I absolutely love that feature. I haven't seen another car that has that. So let's get to the fun part, money part, like I said. So with Tesla, you will buy the entire vehicle online. Many of you guys know that Tesla does not have car dealerships like the traditional Ford or Nissan or Toyota dealerships that you may be used to going to. So you will buy the entire vehicle online. You pick the car, the color, the wheels, the little specifications that they let you choose, you will pick. Tesla does not give you a ton of different options or different models. They keep their cars really simple, and there's not very many upgrades and options. It makes it for a very seamless buying process that you can do online. But here's the kicker. They also also do not have financing. You may notice if you went to buy a new car at like a Ford dealership, a Toyota dealership, or a Nissan dealership, just using those as examples, they had Toyota credit or Ford credit or Toyota financial or whatever it's called. They have their own in-house finance company that finances their vehicles. And so with a traditional car manufacturer, you know, unlike Tesla, you can usually negotiate on a new vehicle with the financing, and they can go back and forth. They can give you some great interest rate deals because, you know, they're making money off the car, or they can lower the price of the car because you're financing with them, vice versa. That does not exist with Tesla. Tesla does not have their own in-house financing. They use third-party banks. So this can be a pro and con for some people, but I think it's an absolute pro. I was able to secure my own financing through Tesla at a very great interest rate. Additionally, they made it super easy because the process is all online. I'll show you how easy it is to put the vehicle in your business's name and even get the financing in your business's name, because that's how the whole application is kind of set up. It's so easy. But again, because they do not have like a Tesla in-house financing for their vehicles, you will be using a third-party bank, a Chase, a Wells Fargo, a, you know, Ally Financial, or your own credit union or bank that you secure financing with. So that's the only thing that's a little bit different, but I absolutely think it's a great benefit because I don't have to start mingling and negotiating between financing versus the price of the vehicle. The price of the vehicle is the price of the vehicle. The financing is the financing. And again, putting the financing in my business's name is super easy with Tesla. So let me tell you how to do that. So like I said, Tesla just makes it so easy to put a vehicle in your business's name. When you are going online, they literally ask you how you are registering the vehicle, how you are financing the vehicle, and they allow you to put in your EIN number right then and there in the business name. Additionally, when you're putting it in that you're financing it in the business's name, they will automatically do that. It's almost as if they are familiar with this process and they're very used to dealing with entrepreneurs who do this often. Unlike most car manufacturers, most of the time if you go to a Toyota or a Ford dealership, they don't necessarily know how to deal with a business owner that's trying to put the car in the business's name. But at Tesla, they are very familiar with it and they already have that set up online for you to do. So bam, it's just that easy. You do the whole thing online. So now let's talk some more money. Like I said, I make a ton on this car, which is why I'm saying you should get it in your business's name and use it as a business asset. I literally did not know about this a few years ago. Many of you guys know that I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I buy, flip houses, I have rental properties, I do Airbnb. But about a year and a half ago, I got turned on to Turo, T-U-R-O. And on Turo, you are able to rent your vehicle to people similar to how you do with Airbnb. They will borrow your car. They will insure, the app helps you insure the car so that you don't have to worry about them crashing your $100,000 vehicle and bringing you back just the keys. They have that all in place. They work very similar to Airbnb. Turo is like the Airbnb for cars, okay? And literally with this Tesla Model X 2020, I rent it here in Florida for over $200 a day, meaning I can make thousands of dollars per month on this car, depending on how many days I choose to rent it. So it's pretty easy for me to rent out my cars and let someone else drive it while I am not using that vehicle, so that the vehicle is making me money and it is an asset, not a liability. If you are truly trying to get into millionaire status like Noelle, you have to start making money off of everything you do. So you can have the best of the best. You can drive $100,000 cars. You just can't be attached to things so much. I love this vehicle, but I also love sharing with other people because it allows me to drive this car for free. Okay, so if you want to buy a Tesla, whether it be a Model 3, a Model S, a Model Y, or a Model X like this one here, I have put my code below. The one thing that you want to make sure, do not buy a Tesla at all without using a referral code. Whether it be my code that I'm putting below or someone else's, you do not want to miss out on this. Because again, Tesla does not have car dealerships. Everything is kind of through word of mouth and customers referring each other and just the press of Tesla. There's not not any car commercials or anything like that. So they reward other owners for referring other owners. So use the code below so that you can get your benefits and I get mine as well. Right now, they're offering free supercharging for you and for me if you use the code below. Go ahead, use that Tesla code below if you are buying a Tesla. That way we both get rewarded. This is Noelle. To your success.